Welcome to The Lock Shop with Nielson and Hustler.
You don't have to. We don't need headphones. It's just you and I, Jay. It's just you and I. That's all it's here, man. I know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
We're having a nice conversation.
Hey,
We're just bringing this up.
Hernan.
As a just back off.
No.
Let
I'm
us.
going to say jump in. Are you seeing some spiciness here from this man already that is just totally unwarranted?
A lot of attitude for this
well,
early.
I had a wonderful hangout, by the way, with Quinn and her Allison, who I'd like to think is a friend now, but Quinn's friend. Wonderful hangout. Welcome to the Lock Shop, presented by Play Alberta, right here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to all listening on EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Tune in, iHeartRadio, watching on YouTube, or listening on podcast, wherever you get your podcast. Matt Iwanek, host number 2 of the Lock Shop, alongside Jay Milne, host number 3/4 of the Lock Shop, as we are together. But I said, and there's a reason. There's a little bit of... How would you describe me? You done on that phone? Saltiness coming from me?
I'm just doing my job. I'm just retweeting and quoting the Elks official announcement of them coming to terms with Austin Mack through the 2020-27 season.
Your job is also to be on air with me.
I'm on air. I'm present. You're now making me spicy.
Well, because why am I salty? I am the host of today's Lock Shop, not the co-host. And what is
this
it?
What
is it, Hernan?
Is this a seating thing?
Yes. When I host, I always sit in that spot. It's my comfortable spot for being a host. And you sat down, you plopped everything down there, and even said, hey, you're hosting, right? And I am hosting. No, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. No, I'm not moving. I'm not changing a show. I'm not changing a show live. This is how we're doing it. But if you want to know where the spiciness started, is the fact that you just slot it in the spot that I generally go sit to when I host.
Okay.
Green and gold, I am there.
Yes, that's true. I should have known better, Matt. And I did see your look when you came in and saw me sitting here. That is my fault. I accept responsibility. My apology. Do you accept my apology?
I do accept it. Like I feel, but it's like that's where it's like I feel unnerved. Like I feel different.
I'm more than happy to switch.
No, we started.
But I do accept responsibility. That was a rookie mistake. Can I call it that, or is it? Am I too?
Well, we've never done the Lock Shop together. I don't believe.
I don't believe we have. This is exciting. I'm very excited to be here. I did prep at home before we came in. I have notes, Matt. I have notes.
I don't.
That's okay. You were busy. You were on a show.
Well, they usually go up here and stuff, but yeah. It's and I know this is where generally we sit with Reed's show, and when I have now started filling in, on that show I have taken this spot.
Right. So it's just creature of habit. That's all this comes down to.
I generally do prefer that spot.
I do like being headphone-less.
They're not necessary when it's just you and
just the two of us.
I believe I have enough mic presence to know that I'm speaking into my microphone, that I don't need it.
Right, because otherwise you'd hear yourself as a bit of a monitor in your ear to say,
I would know if I'm talking
am I
not.
speaking properly into the microphone?
And, if I'm Haas, I need to listen to Haas, but you're here, so I don't need the headphones today, so I'm more than happy to go headphoneless.
That's a good point Box Pounder makes in the Nasty Chat. Will I be written up for this this chair fiasco?
No.
Okay. Wow, thank
That's
you.
not that level. It's not at that level.
Okay. Well, I just want to
know if
make
it's in the handbook. Should I go get the handbook and look to see if this is in the handbook? I don't think it would be. I don't think it would fall into anything in the handbook.
I'll investigate, because I would take the fall for this. This is a mistake. Now, I think I have a way of making it up to you.
See, but you tried taking that away from me.
Well, I didn't know what you were going to do.
Because before we started the show, I said, I'm calling you out to start the show. And then you had something here in the center of the table, and you moved it to the other side because you're like, I got to see where this is going.
Well, yes, and part of that is I didn't want the surprise to be shown right off the top. I was witnessing something yesterday that I have not really seen. I'm not used to seeing, but I do love a good avocado, and so do you, Matthew. They're healthy. They're good for you.
High in protein.
Protein, right? Yeah. But you took yours down. What? Like,
I cut it because I have a couple of ones that are getting a little too soft right now in my fridge. So
gotta use them.
Brought one to work yesterday. Just opened it up, sliced it, And we had some original spice or something.
Right.
Because I like it I could just do it with just salt. Like a light dusting of salt. That's all it needed. And I don't even know if we had salt. So I tried that other thing. Wasn't a big fan of that part. But I just like a good avocado. I almost could just eat avocado just as is.
As is. They're nice on a piece of toast. Yeah. Have a little crunch to it. But I noticed this and I said, oh, Matt, you haven't lived until you've tried avocado with tagine, which is a beautiful spice. I believe probably it's tahine. I don't know, tagine. It's like a lemon lime spice.
Mild to it.
Yeah. So I did the...
With lime. I love lime.
Yeah. I did the honors of cutting one up.
Hey, it's Jan Matt Eats.
Prepping
on the Lock Shop.
What's new? Prepping an avocado with tagine on it. So I want you to try and give it a proper review on air.
Okay. This is like back to Reed and Jay when I filled in and we did Jan Matt Eats.
Like
we're now going healthy, actually.
Yeah. Have you had tagine?
I don't believe I've had this.
Oh man, your life's gonna change.
Ooh, that's lovely.
Isn't that nice?
I like the lime kick to that one.
It's a real kick of lime.
It's also good avocado.
It's a perfect avocado. See, that's the problem when you buy avocados from Costco. You gotta have a couple days of avocado days. So the timing was right, and it just happened that I had a couple perfect avocados.
I want an avocado tree. So
apparently you can plant avocados with the pit.
Yes.
And you like dangle it over
and you could grow an avocado tree in Edmonton, but it's not going to produce the avocado. It's a fruit, right? Yeah, it's a fruit.
It's on a tree. So yeah, it would be.
Is avocado
Isn't a fruit anything that is on a vine or on a...
It is botanically classified as a fruit.
Okay.
I have looked at if I ever were to get a house, can I do a greenhouse in a backyard so I can grow a lemon and an avocado tree?
Absolutely.
That produces the fruits.
Absolutely.
Because how great would it be?
Yeah.
Well, I just want an avocado. Just walk to the greenhouse, pull off an avocado.
They probably wouldn't look the way that you were used to seeing avocados look in a grocery store.
As long as I can eat them.
My cousin, they have a Saskatoon berry farm out by Vegreville. It's been around for 20-some years, maybe even longer. My cousin now runs it. My uncle started it. And when he started it, he planted hazelnut trees, which they're not, it's not generally grown here. Just this last growing season was the first year the hazelnut tree produced.
No way.
Yeah. And they had a table full of nuts. And they were going to make their own, what's that stuff that would kill me?
Nutella?
Nutella, yeah. They were going to make their own Nutella. So he sent me a picture saying, you would not want to be here right now. Just a table flowing with hazelnuts.
VR says a fruit contains a seed.
Okay.
That's something to learn. So there you go. That's actually very delicious.
Well, help yourself.
It's great.
Help yourself. Keep indulging. If you haven't yet, listeners, try
so good for you.
Tajim. It's classic seasoning with lime. It's lovely.
Oh, Rip City. I grew an avocado tree from a pit, left it too close to our bay window the second winter, and it passed away.
Yeah, I think you put
you have to
toothpicks
put
in
holes,
it,
yeah,
and then you
put it in water.
Hang it over, just kind of.
I thought you put it in water, and then
I don't think it's fully immersed
out.
In the water. I think it's partially immersed in the water. Rip, you can chime in. Let us know how you did it.
So, and now I know this is a lock shop. We're supposed to talk betting and stuff, and we'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there. But there's a little bit of hockey tonight, and there's not that much to get to. We'll get to the Super Bowl. We got to do our Super Bowl bet of the day. I have Eric and his lovely wife. When they moved, they didn't need it anymore. They gave me one of those things that you can grow plants under lights in your
starter.
Yeah, and I don't have a lot of space for it.
Seedlings.
The only thing with that sometimes it's just very bright. Yeah. And so it's just my whole place is lit up for 16 hours very brightly. I was talking about this with Gager about the idea of maybe just bringing it here.
Yes.
And having us grow some, we could have basil.
You could start plants here, and then we could probably migrate them to some of the rooms here, and they'll grow.
We could do regular flowers, or we could do herbs.
Oh, yeah.
So Gager, we got a hot plate for Gager.
Yes.
But now we could grow certain little herbs inside.
I'm down.
Imagine if we grew a little rosemary.
You'd have to have a dedicated person to take care of it, though.
You don't need...
I don't
that
need
much.
I don't want this to be like, hey Zach, it's your turn.
No,
to
no,
water.
no.
That
It only
can't
for people
happen.
that care.
Yes.
But like you just pour water in it to make sure that there's water in it, so it grows itself. You just have to make sure that there's no, like if it's getting bad or something, you get rid of it or something like
Yes.
that.
I'm down. I'm in.
So I got to look at that. I got to get into that. And
Mike
then on the
says,
lock shop, we could just bet on how long's it, which one's going to go first.
Sure,
Like we
Play
could just
Alberta
put it that way. You want to take this to a betting perspective? That's how we can go for it.
I'm sure Play Alberta would put odds up.
We've got like 8 different pods that we've thrown in. Which one's going to grow first?
Mike
Boom.
in the inbox, 780-218-9999. You can chime in. Let us know what your Super Bowl thoughts are, Oilers thoughts are, whatever's on your mind in the betting world. He does say hazelnuts are native to Alberta.
No way.
Interesting. Who would have known?
I do need to see if the Play Alberta folk can go throw up. I'm getting an update. That's not good. Oh, it's fixed. Our Super Bowl bet number 2 was taken down.
Why?
I think just because it was I didn't look at the time. I didn't ask for it to be till Super Bowl.
Oh.
So I'm going to ask. I should keep talking here. Get this. I'm just asking them to see if they could put it back up and have it last till the
So
Super Bowl.
is that the idea? Is that Lock Shop produces a bet every day that people can choose which ones they want to ride with, which ones they want to abstain from?
Yeah, Dusty wanted as many see how many bets we could throw in as possible.
I like that.
And then like next Friday, there's the special 2-hour lock shop that's going to occur
Can't wait.
where it's a full Super Bowl frenzy. And we're going to talk about all sorts of different things. And there's going to be a lot of different things that we can bet on and play.
When do you think all the
Is it
fun
possible to
props
have this
come out?
back up and have this go till Super Bowl?
Because that's going to...
Well, so what do we have so far? The novelties, yeah, I don't know when that one's going to fully come. Right now, Play Alberta does have coin toss, heads and tails, -103 each, who will win, and then coin toss specials where you could predict who wins it, like Seahawks
choose.
win and they win the game, or heads and the Seahawks win the game. And then there's different things like that.
Gotcha.
I don't know about the Gatorade and all that. This is our first year with Play Alberta, so we'll find out when those ones do go up. But there's a lot of great player specials, and there's a lot of great game specials.
Oh, there is, yeah.
So we're going to have to go pay attention to what those ones are. Right now...
Oh, there is a bunch up. It's under big game specials on the left side. There are a lot of props, like player props.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I
the
didn't see
novelty
that.
ones, like
I see.
you know, what's the first song Bad Bunny's going to perform? All that stuff has still not been thrown up there. Game 1, or Super Bowl Play of the Day number 1 is still up at Edmonton Sports Talk specials on Play Alberta. -109, first quarter total 9+ points.
Ooh.
Yesterday, and we're trying to see if I'll see if I can get it back up there. Any 2-point conversion attempts, just at any attempt, it's +140. So we threw that one up.
Interesting.
So now we're going to have to come up with a play today. So is there anything that you're looking at?
I mean,
that
right
once
off
you
the
go
bat,
through this, and
yeah.
if you're nasty, jump in the nasty chat. Anything that you're looking for when it comes to this?
Like I'm on the Seahawks.
Are you?
I am.
Is this a blowout,
Well-
or is this close?
I can see this being a 1-score game. I can see this being not necessarily a blowout, but a double-digit victory. But even if it is a 1-score game, that doesn't mean it's a field goal. So I was going to suggest maybe something like, moving the line. Because right now...
Josh, you got mad at me yesterday for that type of stuff. He wants to wait till closer to Super Bowl for that.
Why? Like injuries? Mm-hmm. Right now,
He says
Seattle's...
he wanted to go, and now he's not here, so we could never help him.
Yeah, he's not here. Right now, Seattle's -4.5. I saw -5.5 on Play Alberta. It's closer to even. I'm wondering if they can get it to -6.5.
Oh, you want to go that high for the Seahawks? See, I'm not sold on that one.
But we don't have to do that.
I'm just not there.
Right, I am. But that's okay. And I know that maybe doesn't necessarily fit the bill for what we're trying to do here. But
Here's one I want to throw your way.
Okay, go ahead.
Distance of the first touchdown. Over under set at 8.5. Do you think there would be an over?
8.5 yards?
Yeah. Distance of first touchdown. So a 10-yard touchdown catch is the over.
What's the number on that?
Over is -105. Under is
as it should be.
-125.
Yeah, that's cool, but does that move the needle?
We get that in a little plus money.
Can we get that to plus, you figure?
It's -105 right now. You don't think that could
True.
get to plus
True.
110
Probably
or something?
be like plus
Even
105.
plus one. Yeah, like Doesn't change much even there, minus 105. It's almost kind of somewhat similar.
Yeah, I think that's a fun one. Here's one thing I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Super Bowls generally have somebody that goes off or a player that's maybe not expected to that rises up.
Who is that guy that was with the Seahawks against the Patriots that was like a stamp at one point or something?
What about most rushing yards?
Okay.
Okay. And injuries can happen. You never know. This would be a total flyer, a complete flyer.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to like where you're going.
But what if George Holani, Kenneth Walker's backup, goes off? They are a two-headed beast at running back. That's how they operate best. And Zach Charbonnet is out. George Holani looked good in the NFC Championship game. To have the most rushing yards, he is plus 4,500, Maddie. Plus 4,500. If he rips off an 80-yard scamper on a draw on 3rd and long, there are a lot of ifs here, but we're playing
That's
the game.
A big if he goes 80 yards on one play, boom.
I'm just saying at plus 4,500, that's almost something you can't look away from.
Absolutely. There's a reason it's plus 4,500.
Exactly. There is. But I'm just saying, these are the types of games when things happen.
Right, but he rushed for 4 yards last week.
I'm just throwing it. I'm just presenting it as an option.
Kenneth Walker rushed for 62 yards last week. He rushed for 160 in the week prior. The least amount of rushing attempts Kenneth Walker had this season was 9, and he still got 17 yards, which is more than the 4 yards that was given last week. I understand where you're going with on that one. That's a tough one for us to put as a Super Bowl play of the day, number 3.
Right.
That's a tough one.
What did you say? Was there an opening quarter? Was it over 8?
We have it at 9+ points for the first quarter. Right. Total.
Okay. Do you think this is going to be a pass-heavy game or a run-heavy game? Here's what I think. I think that the Seahawks are going to come out and command the game and take an early lead. Maybe even a double-digit lead, which will then force the Patriots into throwing the ball a lot more. And Seattle is perfectly comfortable with a nice mix of run and pass as it is. I don't think that'll sway what they're doing. Drake May and Sam Darnold passing yards total over 447 is minus 112. That's the number right now, 447 yards.
Sam Darnold last week passed for 346 yards. The week prior, Sam Darnold passed for 124 yards. It's not a good game that week. Drake May is going to have bad passing numbers last week.
Well, yeah. I mean, the second half.
What did he do in the other games? Scores. I got to go here. I got to find those games. So I'm not even going to look at last week because it's not worth it. Against Houston, Drake May, he threw for 179 yards.
Which is quite a lot.
Prior to that, against the Chargers, so that's the wild card round I need to get to, he threw for 268 yards.
Well, we got some good stuff coming into the inbox here. This is from Alicia Hemming. Gronk is 0 for 3 when predicting the Super Bowl winner on Jimmy Fallon. And last night he predicted the Patriots to win.
Well, of course he's picking the Patriots to win.
Oh, also, we should know that our Super Bowl betting Mattress Mac.
I forgot about him.
Plays the bets. He always bets. He has made a decision. He's placed a $2 million wager. Now, this was worded odd, but on the AFC to win the Super Bowl. So,
well, I guess it's when did he bet that?
True. So I have a a nice future on the NFC West to win the Super Bowl.
What do you have? What was the total passing yards in the game? Total net yards.
447.5.
Really? I don't know. 447? 447.5. So, I took away Drake May's AFC Championship game from this.
Okay.
I took 2 games. I averaged out what he's done. It's about 223 yards. He had 268 and 179. Sam Darnold averaged out 346, 124 is 235. That works out to 458.5.
Yeah. Now, can we go with that?
You want to move it?
Go with that and add something to it.
Well, this I think is just more. Well, I guess again we could do whatever the hell we want with this for this play of the day.
I see.
So you're going under though.
No. I'm going over. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm good to just have it as what's the number over?
Minus 112.
Minus 112. We could get that into plus. Okay. You want?
And then what if we add this? What if we add this? I'm not sold on. I'm not sold on Kenneth Walker outrushing Ramondre Stevenson. I'm just not.
But to your point there,
I understand.
you just said that you think the Patriots will be forced to pass the ball, where the Seahawks will be able to do more of a balanced attack because they'll get to a lead, which means Walker's going to get the ball more than Stevenson.
I just don't think Kenneth Walker is going to be the every down back. Ramondre Stevenson has proven that he's their guy, and they will run the ball. They're going to run the ball, especially, start of the game, they're going to run the ball. And I don't know what the total rushing yards number would be, but Ramondre Stevenson to have the most rushing yards out of any player, Darnold, Drake May, all that included, is plus 225. Like Kenneth Walker is minus 200. So he's the odds-on favorite.
I'm just trying to see if I could put a couple things together.
And I'm still holding out hope on George Holani. This one came in from Paul in the inbox. Something always happens in the Super Bowl where I think, what the hell was the odds on that? He says, go for it, Jay.
But at the same, so Big Uke also, he had, that's not play of the day material. That is Def put it on the card material. So
that's the over-under on the passing yards, I think.
No, he was talking about the idea of this, taking a flyer on a plus 4,500 for a play of the day and creating that one there.
Yeah, no, and
so I'm just trying to find, okay, so.
Spoiler, I've already placed a little sprinkle on Holani.
I'm looking for, where is the passing yards?
So I used my $50 free bet on the George Holani plus 4,500 play. That would bring back $4,500. I might,
So where did you see this total combined passing yards? Why can't I find it?
It's under the big game specials.
Yeah, but which one? Like, where is it? Like, what's above it?
Passing yards money line is below it. Passing yards total. Drake May and Sam Darnold. Passing yards total.
Oh, are you under player markets?
No.
Or player specials or game specials? Yeah, so you're on the player. Okay, that's why
Big
I have
game
that one.
specials.
So passing yards total. Okay, there it is. And you want the over.
And then we could sprinkle something else in.
That's why I'm trying to find one that I could sprinkle in
to
let
us
add
know.
to this. Because I was looking at the game specials and trying to see if there was anything in the game specials.
Hey, what if we did that? What if we did that and then boosted the line to minus 6.5? That would be good.
Well, here's another one. Largest lead in the game. Under 14.5 is only minus 130. Do you think anyone's going to be up by more than 2 touchdowns in this football game?
Say that again.
Do you think anyone's going to be up by more than 2 touchdowns in this football game?
Ooh,
at any point in the game. At any point in the game, will someone be up by more than 14?
That's tough, but yeah, I think Seattle could be.
Okay, so I'm going to take that one away. I did throw this one out yesterday. Oh, see, why do I care what Dusty thinks? There's total field goals over 3.5. I'm just trying to see what else we could throw into this. Player with a rushing attempt over under 7.5 is plus 130. So players with a rushing attempt. So you're saying both quarterbacks will get credited for a rush. Both teams will have a running back credit, like they're starting running backs. Both teams will have the backup running backs credit with the rush. And then there will be another 2 more guys. That's a lot.
Oh, players to record a rush.
Players with a rush attempt.
So there's 4 with the starting.
If each team plays running back and backup running back, because they both have 2 running backs. That's 4.
And there'll probably be a receiver run.
And then you would need 2 in a way.
Yeah.
Because both quarterbacks then need to run. And if one quarterback doesn't need to run, then you need a third runner somewhere else. I feel 7.5 does that not feel high?
It seems right. Once again, they've got you scratching your head. Big Uke says you're at 6 no matter what. 3 QBs, 4 running backs, and a wide receiver. Oh, that's an interesting one. Short yardage, right? What do these teams do in short yardage? I know that isn't it Hunter Henry? No, not for the Patriots. Don't they bring in that tight end?
Let's find out what they did. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to last week. I just got to go to box scores in this one. What is being cooked?
I don't know. It smells delightful.
Okay, last week, AFC NFC Championship game, which is more of a running game.
I'm so tempted to use my $50 free bet on George Holani.
There were 9 rushers in the AFC Championship game. The Patriots only had 3, though. They had Drake May, they had Stevenson, they had Henderson. If you go the week prior for the New England Patriots against the Houston Texans, they featured only 3 running backs: Stevenson, Henderson, and May. And if we go one more week prior to that,
so they're not using the tight end
on
short yardage.
So then it also, I don't know how many times they got onto short yardage in those situations. It's 3. So the New England Patriots, all playoffs in 3 games, have only had 3 rushers. I am now going to do this for the Seattle Seahawks.
See, this is why we do this. This is Maddie doing what I would refer to as how Curtis Lazar plays the Lord's work on behalf of Play Alberta.
Seattle had 5 in their game against the 49ers.
5?
Yeah.
Is there a receiver in there?
There's many things in there. I've already clicked off, sorry. And then last week in the NFC Championship game, they had 4. So they had Walker, they had Darnold, they had Hilani, and they had Shaheed. So at 4, you're hitting the under because you're at 7. Because the Patriots are running 3. Are they going to find that?
This is a pickle.
And what's the number, Big Uke?
Plus 130. I would be down for sprinkling the over on that.
But do we put that with then the passing yards?
The passing yards we feel confident with, right?
I do.
Okay.
But are we adding then there's going to be 8
here's the
rushers
thing. Either
in
you
this game and we combine this to boost the number higher, or do we just leave the passing yards, let's say, for today and just boost that one and just have a simple play of the day?
Of what? The over 7.5?
Over the passing. Over passing.
Well, it depends.
Big Uke's already saying don't combine them.
We could get that number to probably even money.
The passing one?
Yeah.
I think so.
And that's not bad. I mean,
I'm hoping they'll get play number 2 in there. Play number 2, if it goes back up, is about plus 145 or something.
Yeah.
So we got plus 1. The first one's minus 109. So it's tight. I don't think right now, a week ahead of the Super Bowl, like before we even get to the Sunday prior, we go big game hunting with these.
That's a fair point.
I
agree with that.
We go for something that are just like
steady eddies.
Different, but steady. Like I'm more than okay with the over 447.5 passing yards.
I'm more than okay with that as well.
I like this from Matt Hyman. This could have been done in an email.
Well, I would have read it.
We're talking things through. Jay would have read it. Not many would have.
I read the
Jay
emails.
would have.
Hey, if you are watching us on YouTube, hammer that thumbs up. Let's help build the algorithm for the Lock Shop. Justice for Lock Shop. What am I host for?
3-4.
3-4.
We don't know.
I'm in the 3-4 swing. Tomorrow you get a nice dose of Matthew Iwanek and Lieutenant Eric.
Yeah, we'll talk a lot of CFL for agency.
That's going to be great.
Austin Mack officially signed with the Edmonton Elks. They sent that at the start of the Lock Shop, the press release for that one. So the number 1 receiver for the Edmonton Elks is Austin Mack. We'll see what Ed does once free agency opens. Austin Mack and Tim White could sign because they were released. There was a mutual parting between their teams, so they were given early access to sign with somewhere else. The fascinating thing will be what happens with Trey Ford.
Well, what Well, there's two things that can happen, in my opinion.
Yes, it's either there's a
It's either restructure
or he's cut.
or now CMC
But I'm fine.
Calvin in the chat
fascinated that he hasn't been cut yet.
asked, and this is a good question because I'm not sure I know the answer, but maybe we can talk it through. Can they not announce anything but already have a restructured plan in place?
As long as it's announced before the bonuses do. It would have to
But
be
does it
submitted.
have to be announced?
As long as the CFL
league-wide?
has it. As long as CFL
But does it become
registered,
knowledge
whatever.
to you or I?
If it gets leaked, I guess.
Right. So there is a way that they can say, okay, we're restructuring, yoink, the bonus is gone, or let's say the bonus is cut in half, but you're restructuring your contract.
So I found the thing. It says, Matt, is it a given that we will know if Trey gets contract restructure released by Feb 1? Can Hervey still restructure the contract after Feb 1 and say the bonus is your salary after Feb 1? I see what you're saying there. So he gets 110 for a signing bonus, and then they restructure how much he's owed this year. I guess in theory, yes, but the risk that you have if you're the Edmonton Elks is unless something's signed, it could always be from Trey Ford. He could sit there and be like, I'm not signing that. And you go into free agency and you think you have this money, and then all of a sudden Trey Ford's saying, no, I'm not restructuring. And then you have to cut him, and then you paid him 110 to be cut. I'm not saying Trey's going to do that. I'm not saying that. But if I'm in Ed Hervey's position, I want everything done. I want it paper signed so I know what I'm dealing with. And you could have a gentleman's agreement, but you could always go against the gentleman's agreement unless the CFL will be like, well, if nothing was signed, what are we doing here? So,
well, and there was rumblings that Trey Ford last year did not want to be used or viewed as a third down quarterback. That would have to be sussed out as well. Because if you bring Trey Ford in, maybe not on all the short yardage packages.
Ed would know that already.
Right, but that's got to be something that, okay, you're going to be involved in our third down game. Because that's a great spot to use Trey Ford.
There was also the reason that he wasn't using third down was he was shorter. So they didn't want to use him.
Right,
as
but
that
you
guy
can
forward.
expand your playbook a little bit.
I would
with
hope
the guy,
so.
like with the legs and talent of Trey Ford, the elusiveness, all that stuff that you can use on a third down instead of rolling out Cody Fajardo or whoever the third string quarterback is going to be.
I would say in the end that something will be announced by then.
That's Monday, right?
Not Sunday.
Sunday, sorry. So
I think something will have to be done. I don't think unless they do the signing bonus and just let it to lapse, and then on the Monday or the Tuesday, like try to restructure later, and that's all. Like, I guess you could do that, but that's poor business. You're putting yourself in a tough spot that if you can't negotiate anything or come to terms with something on Trey, that you'd have to release him, and then you're out $110,000 because you gave him a salary signing bonus. So, to me, it kind of screams that they're trying to restructure him. Because I would have thought he would have been cut in December.
As well, yes, you would have thought that would have been the case, but there is still the opportunity and chance for Trey Ford to turn into a legitimate CFL quarterback.
Sure.
He's not one right now.
No.
He's just simply not. And he's a dynamic offensive player, yes. But as far as pure passing, footwork, delivering the ball, he's not. Dr. Snowflakes in the chat says Trey Ford should be our effing starter. No, he shouldn't.
No, not after that.
Not right now.
But
that's not to say you can't have Trey Ford still sitting in the wings and becoming better and getting that passing game under control. Is all the little things that it takes and still keep him in Edmonton. I'm not saying that's not a chance, but you would have to restructure that expensive contract.
Immediately. Yeah. He can't be your backup at 3, whatever it is, or whatever he's going to be making, especially when Cody's got a bump up this year.
That's right.
It's just fiscally it doesn't make sense. Unless you're saying we're going to take the $200,000 that we got with the cap going up and that eats it up. But then it's like, well, you really want to commit, $800,000 or whatever to a quarterback position when you could only play one in theory. You could actually play 2. Because the CFL is the rule that you could have 2 on the field at once. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It's not used enough in my mind. I wonder if because Cody signed a 1-year deal, because he was contemplating retirement.
Yeah.
That I wonder if Ed's sitting there going, we're not having Cody next year. Like he's not coming back. He's retiring. I need to make sure, and maybe he views hey.
See, Cody was on our show and said after he sign that 1-year deal, that if things are improved, like the way they're supposed to be going, the way that they think it's going to go, and this, hopefully becomes a playoff team, maybe a team that can win a game in the playoffs, and the job's not finished, that adage, I feel that Cody would be back.
Right, but if you're Ed, you sit there and you look at this guy and
you
go,
have to protect your...
He has been, he was close this year. He was closer. So one more year of being away from the family, he may say that, but at the end of the season, he might sit there and be like, you want to know something? I'm good. Or what if they win a Grey Cup? That might be a moment where Cody goes, I'm good. Things went well this year. I got the ring. This is a perfect way for me to go out. And you got to be prepared for the next one. And when you look at the backup quarterback market out there, it's not good. I wonder if that's maybe why we haven't seen Trey get released.
Because
if you
cupboards are empty.
Yeah, if you asked me at the end of the season what would have happened, I would have said Trey's forward's being released in December. And the fact we're this close to the bonus and still hasn't happened yet speaks to me that maybe they're trying to work on some sort of restructuring to have him be the backup of this team.
Buzz in Nebraska in the inbox, 780-218-9999. Can you not build an offense around a 2 quarterback anymore? Is that a bygone era due to salary cap or modern football? My question to you, Buzz in Nebraska, thank you for listening, by the way, is when was that?
Are we going back to Warren Moon and Wilkie? Is that the era?
Was that old-timey football?
Because I'm just trying to... or Ricky Ray, Jason Moss was too, but Jason was the backup. He was the backup.
I don't think any quarterback professionally would want to be a part of a 2 quarterback system, for one, and wouldn't. And secondly, I'm not sure I'd know what a 2 quarterback system is, other than what we are currently seeing, which is a short yardage Chris Streveler style quarterback that can come in.
The closest I would say we've seen in Edmonton was Michael Riley with Jordan Lynch, and Jordan Lynch would come in on certain plays.
Correct.
And at times, when it worked, you didn't say anything, and when it didn't work, you'd be like, "Why'd you stall this drive?" There's nothing more to it, I would say, than that. So that's where to that. I wonder if they're thinking about the days of Wilkie and Moon. That there was 2, or wasn't Matt Dunnigan and Damon Allen together here in Edmonton?
Sure.
I don't know how much they saw the field.
Well, that
together.
was a changing of the guard too, though.
Yeah.
This often happens when one player's on the rise, one player's been, the starter for a while, and you're trying to get both of them a little bit of playing time. But let's look at this. What do you just first thoughts on Austin Mack? I mean, the obviously the injury history.
That's the concern.
Is the concern. He missed 2024 with an ankle injury.
Well, he came back from the NFL because he was in Atlanta. True. Then he got an injury early.
Last year was a hamstring that kept him on the sideline.
He was twice injured last year.
Right, and hamstrings, those are tough to. I mean, he's got a whole offseason here to get healthy.
Yep.
But this is a player that played with Cody Fajardo in Montreal. This is a player that 17 games played, had 1,154 receiving yards. This is a big play receiver when healthy.
That's if he is healthy. If you're going to tell me Austin Mack is going to be there for 18 games for the Elks this season, he's going to have a great year.
Now, if you can add Austin Mack to a receiving core that has some younger talent, right? That rose last year.
Allaire, Victor. You got Julian Grant still. Zach Mathis will be back healthy. See how much he plays into this. Who else do you bring into this mix?
I don't know. I don't know.
I like Carrick Wheatfall from Winnipeg.
Right.
There's a guy there I think that could slot in as a good number 2.
I like Allaire. Allaire, I think, took a lot of steps last season, and I think can become a viable number 2 option behind an Austin Mack.
Before we get to Oilers Sharks, because we do have to get there, and I see you got some notes on it there that I need to get to. Let's do your order if you're Ed right now of what you want to go see. What do you want to go accomplish, for free agency? Let's do a top 3 targets for you. Not necessarily players, or maybe it is players. What would you
Well,
like
one
to
of them they got. But I wouldn't say that's the top one.
We're moving on now. That's passed. So now that's done.
Okay.
So you got 3 here.
O-line is number 1.
Bring in at least 1.
O-line is number 2.
You want to bring 2 in?
Possibly.
Okay.
And then you'd probably have to go into if you could get a depth secondary player, because the corner spots are locked up. The corner spots are probably the best in the league. or up there at least. But can you the safety position last year was a bit of there was injury involved as well. But I think if you can get a little bit of a better depth in the secondary, they found out they had depth last year, but not all those guys are back.
But so who is that? Which one was playing the secondary more often than not near the end? Or in the safety? That would have been Garnes.
Yeah, Jalen Garnes is so...
You also have to expect that
he's versatile.
Royce Metier will come back at halfway through the season.
Yeah, and that's where can you wait this half of the season for Royce Metier, who, by the way, Matt, didn't move mountains, in my opinion, when he was playing as a proven veteran. I thought I would have expected more from Royce Metier. Unfortunately, the Achilles injury, that sucks. But you need somebody to fill that void. That's where, to me, that's a great spot to find, the next Stavros Katsantonis, right? Somebody that can be a Canadian, that can change the game, tilt the field as a safety. That's where I'd like to see some depth. But the O-line, I would expect to see announcements early in free agency that the O-line is being bolstered.
I would like an O-lineman sign. I also want Kobe Williams re-signed and Jonathan Kongbo re-signed. That's all I need from the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, getting Austin Mack checks a huge box. I know in your mind.
Yeah.
More so than my mind, but I understand. I've getting used to the fact that, yes, this team does need a bona fide number one.
If this defense could return most of its players going into next year, J.C. Sherritt learning from the early mistakes of the season as a DC.
It's going to be good.
And then you add an offense that you're bolstering in certain spots. My prediction when the schedule came out, I'm still sold on. I'm even more sold on, which I think I said 4-1 start.
Nice. Let's do it.
I'm standing by that one. Do you know what I can't wait for on Play Alberta?
Did you push it in yet? Did you send that in?
No, not that. Well, I'm waiting. They haven't responded to me. I don't know. During the lock shop, whenever I've been sending the last couple of days, they're late.
But that is what we're deciding for today's day 3 play of the day.
We'll do the.
Is
passing.
the over?
Yeah.
I like that.
But no, do you know what I'm waiting for on Play Alberta when they throw them up there?
What?
Wins in the CFL.
Oh, yes.
Wins in the CFL.
I'll be making a play that day.
Oilers and Sharks. It's one of many games in the NHL. I haven't had a chance to count how many there are. Wow, there's a lot today in the NHL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games. Only 2 teams off in the National Hockey League tonight.
You know what they call that, hey?
It's a full slate.
Yeah.
Oilers, Sharks. Do you like anything in this game? Without spoiling potentially a play of the day that might be coming later?
Well, I'm okay with coming up with my own play of the day separate. I thought of something for this game, and the over-under right now is set at 6.5. Now, if you look at both these teams, the Sharks are 28th in the NHL in goals goals against per games played at 3.43. Okay, 3.4. Oilers aren't much better. 21st, 3.19. When you add those two numbers, that suggests an over. Not by a mile, but the Oilers are finding the back of the net. Macklin Celebrini is the fourth point scorer in the NHL. I think the lamp will be lit tonight. So I like the over.
Is this a play of the day for Jays?
No, we can do it for this. We can try and build something here.
So an over 6.5.
What say you, Nasties? Do you like the over?
Let's do Oilers money line, because are they getting 3 straight? I say we bet on that.
I don't. For those that listen, and if you don't, check out the Reed Wilkins Show right here on Edmonton Sports Talk every day from 3 to 6, following EST Afternoons with Hernan and Joaquin. I don't care about the 3-game win streak. If this team can win 2 out of 3 of their games for the remainder of the season, they will be the Stanley Cup champions. The 3-game win streak means nothing to me, but I understand it's something that if it doesn't happen, that they'll set a new record for longest or deepest run into the season without having a 3-game win streak, which I believe was 55 games in Oilers history.
I like this from Penner's Pancakes, because I was thinking of going this way, 2 and away. He's on the over. He's on the Oilers money line. McDavid, 2 points. Celebrini point. I do like the idea of Celebrini getting a point tonight too, just because he's going up against McDavid.
Well,
for a young guy, he's going to Team Canada. I think he wants to match Connor McDavid. I like a Celebrini point too. I have no problem with that right there. Over money line, Celebrini point, McDavid 2 points. For a lock shot parlay today.
I mean, I'm not going to resist that. I mean, he's well over a point per game right now. He's almost at a 1.5 per game. Well, actually, he is over a 1.5 per game for Celebrini. McDavid's just doing ungodly things. And I wouldn't mix in power play. I wouldn't do anything like that. The only thing I was thinking was that I've really continued to like the way that the Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen line was playing.
Okay.
But that might be a little aggressive. Like, we've got the bones of a good play.
There.
No,
I
do.
The McDavid 2.0 and put something else in if you wish.
I mean, the McDavid 2 points, that's generally a pretty safe play these days.
So if I did, before I threw in McDavid 2+ points, if I did just a Celebrini point for now, that is plus 114 before we had McDavid 2+ points. I don't know what number. Oh, that's plus 180. So Oilers money line over Celebrini point, McDavid 2 points is plus 180.
So that's a 4-leg parlay.
4-leg parlay for plus 180. Probably get closer to like plus 195 maybe.
I'm down for that.
Are you guys all down with that?
I'm down with that, Matthew.
Lock shoppers, are you down with that?
That is good.
Oh, Quinn's at Galaxyland. She took Allison to Galaxyland.
I wanted to ask you something as well. You go ahead and send that in. I'm all behind that.
I'll send it after. Because they're not getting back to
that.
another one, so I got to wait and send a bunch of things at once. I'll do it after the show.
Just because I know we're running out of time here, and I know we've talked about this off the air, but we haven't had a chance to talk it on the air. And I know this is getting beaten into your ears, but the Bill Belichick, getting snubbed by
it's BS.
By the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Do you think there will? Because Tom Brady spoke about it, and he's pissed.
I haven't heard any big name person in the football community come out and say this is the right thing.
But do you think those that already have the gold jacket might actually abstain from appearing at the ceremony?
No.
Do you think there would be a boycott?
I don't even think Bill Belichick, by all accounts, is a historian of this game. It cherishes the history of this game. I don't think he would want that.
Yeah.
As much as Bill Belichick is, I don't think, a very kind individual in many ways, I don't think he would want that. So no, I don't think so. I think some of those ones, there's still Hall of Famers that are worthy of going. You don't tarnish their stuff because the committee screwed it up.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be in favor of that in any way, shape, or form. It's a joke. The integrity of this is gone. Anyone that didn't vote for him should be taken off because, the math just doesn't add up. And unless this is the standard you want to set, which means Tom Brady cannot be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There are basically no more first ballot Hall of Famers. They shouldn't. And I hate, I was on the hangout. I hate the idea of this first ballot thing because media members now get this say of, I'm going to be a gatekeeper one last time. No, it should have been, you should just have one shot because then we take away this gatekeeping.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
from
opposed
these high and mighty media people.
Yep.
But there is just no metric that you could look at and say Bill Belichick is not a Hall of Famer. Even when Spygate was happening, I saw the article yesterday, which Roger Goodell called Mike Shanahan. And Mike Shanahan was like, geez, I wish I thought of that. And basically told Roger Goodell, we're all doing something. And at the time, there were no real rules against it. There wasn't a defined punishment. Roger Goodell had to make up a punishment in a way for Spygate because there wasn't anything that everyone was trying to find different ways to get signed.
Yeah, it's a $500,000 fine and losing your first round draft pick.
Came up with that. So it's not like what Bill Belichick did was different than anything else. He just did it a better way in a way. To one degree better, another way not better because he got caught.
Well, and now,
Jimmy Johnson said the same thing. Jimmy Johnson said, we're all doing this. We've all done this. So you can't even use Spygate as an excuse.
And then the questions were asked. Well, Jay, do you support Mark McGuire and Sammy Sosa? And
different.
This is something that is the worst kept secret in football. It happens, and if you ain't doing it, you're an idiot.
The difference too is,
and it doesn't really matter, Matt. That's not why Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots won all those Super Bowls.
They were better.
They were better. And oh, by the way, they had the greatest quarterback of all time.
With the greatest
leading the
coach
way.
of all time.
Yeah.
No, here's the difference with baseball, though, and football. Baseball's, it's in the Hall of Fame clause of character. That's there. It's not for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So you actually can't compare those two. But yeah, should have those guys been Hall of Famers? Absolutely, they should have. Absolutely, they should have been. And they should be. And I do stand by that there should just be a thing in the Hall of Fame explaining the era. That players playing in this era, whether they did or not, this is what happened. You know, in the Pro Football, if you want to put something about Spygate, put something about Deflategate. But there was a TikTok I saw yesterday, and it was like, so this coach won 7, is the 7th all-time in wins, and this coach is 2nd. The guy in 7th is a Hall of Famer. Do you think number 2 is? Yes. No, he's not. And it was just like all the stats of everyone that they've let in before. And I don't, wait a year, it's okay. He'll still be a Hall of Famer. But it's the integrity that's lost.
It's the integrity.
It's just, you're being petty just for the sake of being petty. And when you see it, I saw it on PTI yesterday. Frank Isola was on. He brought up a great point. Anyway, Bill Belichick over the last few years has turned into a punchline. He has been mocked for what's happening in UNC, mocked for everything with the girlfriend. He's being mocked. And just like that, in a snap of the finger, everyone's on his side. Everyone in football is coming to his defense. Everyone is standing up for Bill Belichick in a great way.
Yeah.
Well, that tells you everything you need to know about how much this committee screwed it up.
And I've seen this style comment several times since the announcement that he was not a first ballot. Troll in the chat, in the inbox, says, I'm not a football guy, but even I knew Belichick was a slam dunk pick. Right?
Should Scotty Bowman be in the Hall of Fame? Of course. Mm-hmm. It's a joke. I get so angry about that one. Would you like to split an avocado to end the show?
I'd love to.
Let's do that together. Sorry, Hernan, you came in, but you don't get a part of that. No, that's just weird.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Maybe that should be our thing.
That was wonderful.
Hernan, you're a tagine guy, hey?
Love tahini. Put it on corn. Put it in my Caesars. Put it in my beer.
Ooh, Caesars.
Beer.
Yeah. If
Beer.
you ever drink beer with Clamato, you put a lemon, squeeze some lemon in there, like half a lemon. Put the lemon in there. Put a little bit of tahini. Stir it. Oh, it's the best beer.
I could listen to you say tahine all day long.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to the Lock Shop today, presented by Play. Well, I don't want to get mad that you're going to be like, we're running late, so I have to jump on here, Hernan.
No, that's 2 guys, not this show.
Lock Shop Parlay, I'll get that up, which is we're focused on the Oilers. We'll get Super Bowl play number 3 thrown up. Hopefully I can get number 2 thrown back up there as well. We'll have the Screw It, Let's Do It coming up later today. Jay's Play of the Day, the grandest parlay, that's all to come over at Play Alberta. Jay, this was fun working with you on the show today. On behalf of Jay, I'm Matt. Also on behalf of Hernan, who's on the other side of that camera. We've got 2 guys in a goalie coming up next. We've got EST afternoons. We got the Reed Wilkins show. We got GCL Diesel, Ulster, and pre and post game shows all right now tonight, as well. Actually, at 7:00, Turf District interview with Chris Morris, president of the Edmonton Elks. They are back after a little bit of a winter hiatus. That will be on our audio streams. Again, thanks for tuning into the Lock Shop presented by Play Alberta right here in Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports. 2 guys coming up in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.